Bismillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. Rabbi yassir wa la tu'assir wa tammim bil khair. Lesson number 27. Hopefully, inshallah, the chances are that we will complete it today. And yesterday, one of the questions that rose was about the use of jiddan. So the meaning is very clear. It means very or extremely. However, the real meaning is to strive or to be serious. As they say, man jadda najaha, who strives succeeds. Whoever tries, he will get success. And we can see here that it's muda'af, where we will discuss it about it inshallah in the next lesson, but we have a bit of idea about what it is. The root letters are the same and then they are merged because of the same root letters, and then we put a tashdid over there. So it's basically jadda, yajiddu, and the masdar is jiddan. So basically it's a masdar, jiddan. Ismul fa'il will be jaddun, and if you are talking about someone, are you serious? Hal anta jaddun. So when someone is serious or non-serious, jaddun or ghayru jaddin, then we use this word as it has the meaning to be serious or to strive, and then ismul maf'ul will be majdudun. And jiddan laha iraban, it has two kinds of irab. Al-irab al-awwal. Just go through like how it works. For example, laysa al-amru jiddan. Laysa al-amru jiddan. The matter is not very serious, or the matter is not very important. It can be translated as serious or important. If you remember laysa, we have talked about laysa. It's basically, it functions like kana, that there is ismu laysa and khabaru laysa, and ismu laysa will be always marfu and khabar will be always mansub. So here jiddan has been used as khabaru laysa, laysa al-amru jiddan, laysa al-amru jiddan. Also, if you remember that laysa, with the khabar of laysa, we can also use ba with that. That is called al-ba al-adafiyya. Alaysa Allahu bi ahkamil hakimin, if you remember that example. But when we say in the Quran, then it's not extra, then it is the part of the construction. But in everyday life, for example, you want to say, I am not sick. So you can say, lastu bi maridin. Lastu bi maridin, I am not sick. But here, as you can see here, laysa al-amru jiddan, the matter is not very important. So al-amru is ismu laysa and jiddan is khabaru laysa. Then dhanantu al-amra jiddan, I thought the matter to be serious. Okay, dhanantu, if you remember in the handouts of this lesson, we have discussed that dhanna is one of the verbs that requires maf'ulain. It requires maf'ulain. So dhanantu al-amra, al-amr is al-maf'ul al-awwal, wa jiddan is al-maf'ul al-thani. So here it has been used as maf'ul bihi as well. So here it is mansub because it is khabru laysa, and here it is mansub because it is the second object of dhanna. The first one is al-amra and the second one is jiddan. That's number one. Number two, it is also used as maf'ul mutlaq. And we know maf'ul mutlaq means that the masdar of the same verb is used, or the masdar of the same verb with the same root letters is used for the purpose of emphasis. So for example, qaqawlika, for example, you say uhibbahu jiddan. Uhibbahu jiddan, I like him a lot. So here there are two possibilities. Number one, it can be uhibbuhu ajiddu jiddan. For example, I like him a lot. So either ajiddu is mahdhuf, or we can say uhibbuhu hubban jiddan. I like him a lot. So here what happens is it is used as naib anil masdar al mansub. Yani this is basically the masdar, and this is naib of that masdar. So either it can be uhibbuhu ajiddu jiddan, or it can be uhibbuhu hubban jiddan. So if you remove this one, still this is okay. When you say uhibbuhu jiddan, that means I like him a lot, right? So that there are two possibilities. Number one, something is missing over there, which is uhibbuhu ajiddu jiddan, and we bring it back. And then the other possibility is, sorry, and then the other possibility is it could be uhibbuhu hubban jiddan. In any case, now we know that it could be used either, it could be used as it is, like according to the situation in a sentence, or it could be used as al-maf'ul al-mutlaq. So is this clear now?
So the last
one is, for example, uhibbuhu, I like him. And after that, you bring in the masdar. The masdar of uhibbu will be hubban. The masdar of uhibbu will be hubban. Okay. So when you say uhibbuhu hubban, I like him a lot, the meaning is clear. But if you want to add, as we know that adverb basically means, or verb basically means to add extra information. For example, you say, I'm happy, I am very happy, I am extremely happy. So very happy, extremely happy, this is like basically added information. And in English, we call it adverb. And in Arabic, it is called dharf. So if you say uhibbuhu hubban, the meaning is clear. That means I like him a lot. But if you want to further emphasize, then you can say uhibbuhu hubban jiddan. I like him immensely, or I like him very much. So uhibbuhu hubban is enough. But if you want to add more information to that, then you can also bring in the word hubban jiddan as well. So uhibbuhu hubban jiddan. I like him a lot, or I like him like very much.
what will be the meaning of ahibbuhu ajiddu jiddan?
Yani basically, here it means I like him liking. So basically, what happens? You bring in the masdar. Basically, if you remember, ashkuruka shukran jazilan. Ashkuruka shukran. So basically, ashkuruka is mahdhuf, and you say shukran. Similarly, when you say uhibbuhu jiddan, over there, ajiddu is mahdhuf. So, for example, you say shukran. What is meant by that shukran? Ashkuruka shukran. Shukran. So what is mahdhuf? Ashkuruka.
Ashkuru.
Similarly here, uhibbuhu ajiddu jiddan. Ajiddu is basically mahdhuf over there, which basically means I like him a lot. And you know, this is like a verb. Normally it is always mansub, and there is no need to use, there are like some of them like shukran and afwan and similarly jiddan. There is no need to bring in, or ahlan wa sahlan, there is no need to bring in the subject before that, because they are enough and they convey the meaning. So there is no need to say ataytu ahlan. You know, there is no need to say that. If you say ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaban, the meaning is clear. Similarly, if you say uhibbuhu jiddan, the meaning is clear. But what we need to figure out is what is mahdhuf over there. Uhibbuhu, I like him. Ajiddu jiddan, very much. And the example, if it's difficult to relate it, the example is the same. Ashkuruka shukran jazilan. I thank you a lot. So there is no need to say ashkuruka. Shukran jazilan, or shukran is more than enough. Similarly, there is no need to say uhibbuhu ajiddu jiddan. There is no need to say ajiddu jiddan. If you say uhibbuhu jiddan, the meaning is clear, and you mean to say that I like him, that person, I like him a lot. Enough? I hope it makes sense. If not, that's not a problem. Inshallah, a couple of times you practice this, try to write it down, try to practice a couple of more examples, and inshallah it will be clearer. And this is something that, honestly speaking, I didn't know, and I figured out by myself now. So I don't blame you if you don't get it for the first time, but inshallah, slowly but surely, you will get used to it. So as of now, we should only think about jiddan. When we say jiddan, that means either it is used as al-maf'ul al-mutlaq, or it is used as khabru laysa, or it is used as maf'ul bihi al-thani, as we can see here. So this meaning is clear. Laysa al-amru jiddan. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, why jiddan has been used over here?
Serious.
Why? Because it is serious, and it is also it is mansub. What's the reason why it is mansub? It's خبر
خبر
ليس.
ليس.
خبر ليس. Okay, here why it is mansub?
مفعول به ثاني.
It's مفعول به الثاني. Excellent. Two things are clear. Now, when you say أحبه جدا, okay, now only thing we need to know that something is محذوف over there. If you know, alhamdulillah. If you don't know, there is no need to worry about it. So أحبه جدا, that means something is محذوف over there. And when you say أحبه حبا جدا, now it has been used for further emphasis, for extra information, where it means to, you mean to say that I like him very much. Even if you say أحبه جدا, it's the same, the meaning is clear. But if you want to add more to that, and this is the beauty of al-maf'ul al-mutlaq, that al-maf'ul al-mutlaq is used for further emphasis, and after that we can use adverb, and also after that we can use an adjective. The example of adjective after maf'ul al-mutlaq is the first verse of Surah Al-Fath. Yes, what is the first verse of Surah Al-Fath? Inna fatahna laka fathan mubinan. So fathan is basically al-maf'ul al-mutlaq, and mubinan is basically the adjective that has been used after that. So after maf'ul al-mutlaq, we can use a verb or adverb, or we can also use an adjective. Mubinan is adjective, that means clear. But jiddan is not an adjective, this is an adverb. So when we use after maf'ul al-mutlaq, when we use adverb after that, then we will say that this is naib anil masdar, that this is the deputy of the masdar, and this is not used as an adjective for the masdar. Still, I can see that you're quiet, so still there is something that needs to be clarified.
Yes, sir. It's
Okay,
clear now.
alhamdulillah. Okay, so let's go back to the lesson here, and we completed exercise number 2 yesterday. Mu'tal al-ain, that means ajwaf. It's already written here as well. So Mu'tal al-ain means ajwaf. Okay, I would like to know if someone practiced all of these verbs. Is there someone who practiced all of these verbs? No? Okay, if you are not able to practice all of them, arjuk minkum, at least try to practice one verb from one family. One verb from one family. For example, from qala yaqulu, you need to practice kana yakunu. And then from ja'a yaji'u, you need to practice sara yasiru, because ba'a yabi'u, we have already practiced. And then one family of nama yanamu, you need to practice either kada yakadu, or you need to practice zala yazalu. Okay, now I need to ask you one more question. Please tell me about the uses of kada yakadu and the uses of zala yazalu.
Kada, only kada comes.
About to.
Kada means about to. Excellent. That's number one. There is one more thing about it that you should know. You need to know.
Only kada.
After that, present tense verb comes to start.
Yeah, kada is also used. It's used with a nominal sentence. So ismu kada will be marfu, and khabaru kada will be mansub. However, khabaru kada will always be a present tense. It will be always mudare. Always. Please remember that. Okay. So the khabaru kada will be always mudare. What was the example? يكاد البرق يخطف أبصارهم. يخطف is present tense. Yeah. And ما كادوا يفعلون. Yeah, they were not going to do it. So kadu, and after that, when we say kadu, that means fail and file are inside it, and yaf'alun is used as khabar of that. Okay, what about zala yazalu? What do you remember about zala yazalu?
That's not used independently.
Yeah, they are not used independently. So when you want to use it in the past tense, you will say ma zala. And when you want to use it for the present tense, it will be la yazalu. And please remember that zala and yazalu, both of them have the complete conjugation. They have the complete conjugation, yani 14 forms of zala and 14 forms of yazalu. Okay, if
Ustad,
we
I
were,
remember this ma is called as ma masdariya, Ustad. This ma which comes with zala is ma masdariya. We call that ma as masdariya. Is it?
honestly speaking, I need to check. To be honest, I haven't checked.
Okay,
I would say it's ma nafia because it gives the meaning of negation, like something is not happening.
Okay, okay, Ustad.
But I need to confirm. That's number one. Number two, okay, we are still doing lesson number 27. So please make a sentence with Zala and Yazalu. We are still studying lesson number 27.
لا نزال
Excellent. La nazalu.
لا نزال
Nadrusu.
ندرس
الدرس
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 السابع
السابع
والعشرين.
والعشرون. Okay. What about Zala?
I mean, in the past.
Yes. The meaning will be the same.
ما زلنا.
Perfect. Excellent. ما زلنا ندرس الدرس السابع وعشرون. Excellent. So ما زلنا, if you are talking about the past tense, then we have to do the whole conjugation. That's why it's very important for us to know the conjugation. If you talk about yourself, you will say ما زلت أدرس. ما زلت أدرس. I'm still doing ما زلت أدرس الدرس or الجزء الثاني, right? I am still doing second juz or juz number 2. Or you can say ma azalu adrusu. So in either case, la azalu adrusu. In either case, we have to make sure that we use the proper form of the verb. So when you talk about yourself, you will say ziltu. And when you talk about ourselves, we will say zilna. And we know that we have to use ma ziltu wa ma zilna. And if you are talking about the present tense, then we will say ma la azalu and la nazalu. If you talk about yourself or if we talk about ourselves. Again, as I told you, it's very important for you to at least practice the verbs that we have in these books in order to be able to, inshallah, learn them properly. Ta'ammal ma yali, we have to reflect on the following. So this is basically now everything is inshallah clear now. So I would like someone from you to please read it and if possible explain it or at least like tell what is going on over here.
These sentences are starting with nouns and nominal sentences. So that's why the verb form is changing.
Excellent. Yes, that's right. Okay.
So Hamidun qala.
Okay.
But when it's plural, at-tullabu qalu.
Qalu, okay. So as we memorized the past of qala, and then if we bring in two persons, for example, we will say Hamidun wa Bilalun qala.
Qala.
Excellent. Yeah, I want you to practice dual as well, so that when we reach, inshallah, our lesson number 31, by that time we shouldn't face any problem. Okay, so Hamid and Qala. But what about Qala? Has there any change taken place?
It's what from Awala to Qala.
Excellent. And what kind of verb is this? What kind of verb is this?
Bab Nasara from?
Nasara.
Okay. Ajwaf.
Ajwaf.
Yeah, Ajwaf. And this is from Bab Nasara. Okay, excellent. So Hamid and Qala, at-talabu qalu. Yes, please continue.
Aminatu qalat. Aminatu wa Fatimatu qalata. At-talibatu qulna.
Qulna. Okay, now why it has changed into qulna?
It's in the scale of Nasara.
Yeah, because it is from the Bab Nasara Yansuru. So as we have discussed that this is number 6 form number 6, because we have also included the dual as well. So we have included the dual here as number 2, and here we have included as number 5, as you have rightly discussed here. So Hamidun qala, Hamidun wa Bilalun qala, at-talabu qalu, Aminatu qalat, Aminatu wa Fatimatu qalata, and then at-talibatu qulna. So qulna is number 6. And number 6, if it is from Bab Nasara Yansuru, it will change into Dhamma. Otherwise, it will always take Kasra. Yes, please continue.
أنت قلت
All right,
أنتما قلتما أنتم قلتم.
perfect. Anti?
Anti kulti antuma kultuma
Mhm.
antunna kultunna
Excellent. And Ana qultu?
nahnu kulna.
What about the dual here?
First person no musanna sir.
Okay, so there is no dual for the first person. So Ana qultu wa nahnu qulna. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. Now, based on this, the Sheikh wants from you to practice Qama and Zara and Kana ila ad-damairi kama fi at-tamrin as-sabiqi. So you have to write them down and practice as we have practiced here in this exercise. Okay, who will do the conjugation of Zara? Yes. Is there anyone who can do the conjugation of Zara?
It was originally sir Zawara.
Zawara, excellent. And it has changed into Zara. Okay.
Zara,
He visited. Huh?
Zaru,
Zara means he visited. Yeah. Okay. Zara,
Zara.
yeah. Zaru. Okay.
Zaru,
Hmm.
Zarat,
Excellent. Zarata.
Zarata,
زرنا.
Zurna.
Zurna.
Number 6. Excellent. Number 6, it will take Dhamma. Zurna. Perfect. Now you're on the second track of the train. Yalla, you can go quickly now.
زرت زرتما زرتم زرتي زرتما زرتنا زرتو زرنا.
Excellent. Perfect. Is there anyone else who wants to do the past conjugation of Qama?
قام قام قاموا قامت قامتا قمنا
Qumna, perfect.
قمت قمتما
Kumtuma,
Qumtum,
قمتم قمتي قمتما قمتن
Qumtu,
قمت
and
كنت
Kumna.
كنا
Qumna. Excellent, perfect. Kana, we have already discussed about this many times. Now here it says, Iqra ma yali, read the following. Zurna al-mudarrisa al-jadida al-barihata. What will be the translation?
Zurna al-Mudarrisa. We
The
saw
new teacher visited us in the night.
last night.
We visited, yeah, Zurna. We visited
new teacher
the
last
new teacher
night.
last night. Okay, we know that al-mudarrisa al-jadida, al-mudarris is maf'ul bihi al-thani, because Zurna, sorry, al-awwal, al-jadid is the adjective, and al-barihata is dharf az-zaman, and dharf is always mansub. Okay, number 2, any sister over there? Adhuqti
هذا الطعام
هذا
يا
الطعام يا أختي. Okay. Did you taste this food, oh my sister? ذقتي, you tasted. أذقتي, did you taste? هذا الطعام يا أختي, oh my sister, did you taste this food? نعم ذقته, who refers to the food? ووجدته لذيذا جدا, and I found it to be very tasty. Okay, لذيذا جدا. So here we can say جدا is al-naib for لذيذا. Yeah. Okay, ذقته ووجدته لذيذا جدا. I found it to be very, very tasty. All right. And of course, لذيذا is مفعول به, right? وجدته, who is the first one, and لذيذا is the second one, because wajada is one of the verbs that requires مفعولين. Yeah, excellent. So wajadtuhu is the first one, and لذيذا is the second one. And then for further, or for extra information, or for further emphasis, for extra information, jiddan has been used over there. So I found it to be very tasty. Okay. Yes, ذهبت إلى مكة.
وطفت بالكعبة.
Okay.
I went to Mecca and
yes. And I did
And I did
tawaf.
tawaf
tawaf of Kaaba.
of Kaaba.
Excellent, very good. MashaAllah. Okay.
Number 4.
Yes,
Why
please. Yes,
there is
yes.
bar sir bil Kaaba?
Bil Kaaba. Tawafa bi,
Which one?
it comes with the preposition of ba.
We translated it like mudaf mudaf ilayh, sir.
Some verbs
Tawaf
require
Kaaba.
Again.
Sir,
some
we
verb
translated it like mudaf mudaf ilayh.
How?
Like tawaf of Kaaba.
ذهبت إلى مكة. I went to Makkah وطفت بالكعبة, and I did tawaf of Kaaba. Ba will be translated as off. ويطوف عليهم بآنية من فضة وأكواب كانت قوارير. بآنية. So طاف يطوف, it is always used with the preposition of ba, and it will be translated as off. Yes.
Okay, sir.
So I didn't get the point of
Yeah.
how is it mudaf ilayh?
No, it's not mudaf ilayh. He says that it is translated, it is being translated as mudaf ilayh, because every time we see off, the first thing that comes to our mind is like mudaf ilayh.
Mudaf mudaf ilayh.
Like Baytullahi, house of Allah. So whether we have apostrophe s or whether we have off, the first thing that comes to our mind, because we have talked about mudaf ilayh so much that we always think about that the translation is like that. But it's, for example, if you say ana askunu bil
Just like
Jubayli.
qala li.
Yeah, qala li. If you say ana askunu bil Jubayli, it would mean that I live in Jubail. So it will not be
Not
translated
with
as
Jubail.
off. Yeah, it depends on, like ba has, inshallah, I will show you one day.
multiple usage, but sometimes B is also used for emphasis, right? Ustad?
Emphasis,
like
yes. Yeah, of course.
Yes.
I have written, I tried to write the uses of ba in the Quran. I wrote 20 uses of ba and then I gave it up. I said, so class, that's enough. So inshallah, one day we will discuss about them, or if you want, I can send them to you. So alhamdulillah, yani, this is a very beautiful, for example, when you start, you say Bismillahi, you start with ba. A'udhu billahi, you start with ba. Qul a'udhu bi rabbin nasi. If you ara'ayta alladhi yukadhibu bid-din. So if you like slightly focus on that, you will find it like it's basically being used in every page of the Quran. تبارك الذي بيده الملك بيده الملك. So I have like almost given you 5-6 uses here as well. So وطفت بالكعبة, and I did the tawaf of Kaaba. صمنا يوم الاثنين.
We fasted.
We fasted on Monday. Okay. And why is that? Why specifically on Monday?
Thursdays according to the
It's from
where
Sunnah.
the
Prophet
Thursday and
sallallahu
Friday.
alaihi wasallam was
These
born
are submitted.
Yeah,
presented to
excellent.
Allah.
From the Sunnah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Okay. ماذا قلت لحامد يا أحمد? What did you say to Ahmed?
Hamid.
What did you
Oh,
say to
Ahmed.
Hamid? Oh, Ahmed. Okay. ما قلت له شيئا. I didn't say anything to him.
Anything.
Okay. Number 6.
Mata kumtum
متى كنتم
yawm
يا أبنائي. متى قمتم من النوم يا أبنائي. Yes.
When you woke up from the sleep.
mata
Yes. When did you wake up from sleep? Oh, my sons. Yeah.
Why when sir?
when sir,
When?
متى
When
sir.
when did you wake up from the sleep? Oh, my
When
sons.
did you wake up?
When? Yeah.
قمنا
قمنا قبل أذان الفجر.
we woke up
We
before
woke up before أذان الفجر.
Fajr.
Okay. بال الطفل في ثوبي. That the child urinated on my clothes. So here you see here the preposition has been used as fi thawbi and not ala thawbi. So these prepositions sometimes even in English, when we used to memorize, the meanings change and they are used in different way with different verbs. Similarly, they are used in the Arabic with different verbs. They are used in different meanings. So bala tiflu, bala yabulu, to urinate. The child urinated on my clothes. Tubtu ilallah. I repented
To Allah
subhanahu wa
subhanahu.
ta'ala. Okay. Wa taba ala Allahi alayya. When it is referred to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then it will be used with the preposition of ala, ain, taba ala. So that means Allah forgave. But when we request to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we will say, Tubtu ila, I repented to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, wa taba Allahu alayya, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgave me. Allah knows the best, but just to make a sentence in. So when you see taba ila, that means to repent. And when it is taba ala, that means Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgave his servant or his servants. So again, here you see, ila means to repent, and ala means refers to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgives his slaves, he forgave.
Accepted the repentance.
Yeah, he accepted the repentance of his slave. Kuntu mut'aban al-yawma. Yes, please.
اليوم فلم أذهب إلى المدرسة. So
لم
كنت
أذهب
فلم أذهب.
لا يجوز لم
Yeah, فلم أذهب إلى, I cannot see that really. Okay, إلى المدرسة. Okay, so كنت متعبا, so I am tired اليوم today.
I was tired.
I was tired today.
I was. Then it becomes يكون. اليوم today فلم أذهب, so as a result of that I didn't go to the madrasa today.
Okay, kuntu mut'aban, I was tired. If you want to say I am not tired.
لن
La,
أكون.
you see, I knew it. Yeah, because yesterday when I was saying that, I straight away realized that there was something missing over there. Please remember that basically yakunu will be translated for the present, and most of the times it is translated for the future. If you remember the verb that we have learned for the present tense, that is laysa. So if you want to say I am not tired, you will say lastu mut'aban. Lastu mut'aban. I am not tired. So lastu mut'aban al-yawma fa'adhabu ila al-madrasati. I am not tired today, so I will go to the school today. So kuntu means I was tired. Kuntu mut'aban, I was tired. And if you want to say I am not tired, then you will say lastu mut'aban. I am not tired. Laysa, do you remember laysa? That laysa is a past verb. Laysa is a past verb, but it gives the meaning of present. It gives the meaning of present, and it does not have present tense by itself. Laysa is used by itself. It's a special verb. Laysa, laysa, laysu, laysat, laysata, lasna, lasta, lastuma, lastum, lasti, lastuma, lastunna, lastu, and lasna. So you will say
comes only in one form, no, Ustad, a past tense form.
only the past tense form, but it gives the meaning of present.
Okay.
Okay, so kuntu mut'aban, I was tired, and lastu mut'aban, I am not tired. Al-yawma, today, and then the meaning will change. Fa'adhabu ila al-madrasati. If I am not tired, then of course I will go to the madrasa. But if you are tired, then you will say kuntu mut'aban al-yawma falam adhhab ila al-madrasati. I was tired today, so that's why I didn't go to the school. Please, I will strongly recommend that whenever you are doing the past form of kana, with that, try to do the past form of laysa. Laysa and kana together, do them together. So that will help you a lot. Why? Because kana would mean wasn't, and laysa would mean I am not, he is not. So that will help you a lot, how to relate it to the present and how to relate it to the past. Okay, Zarani Sadiqi Amsi wa zurtuhu al-yawma. My friend Zarani Sadiqi Amsi. Yeah, my friend visited me yesterday. Wa zurtuhu al-yawma, and I visited him today. Okay. Now it says
they live in Jalmuda and Khalid, sir.
Living in Jalmuda or Al-Khalid, or maybe in the same area. So the friend came and he had some coffee. So I thought, like why shouldn't I go and have some coffee as well? the next day. So that's okay. If you have good friends, why not? تأمل ما يلي. Now we have to look at the present tense. So the past tense is clear now, inshallah. حامد يقول, Hamid says, حامد وبلال يقولان. Hamid and Bilal, both of them, they say, and at-tulabu yaquluna, and the students say. Aminatu taqulu, Amina says, Aminatu wa Zainabu taqulani, Amna and Zainab say, and at-talibatu yaqulna, at-talibatu yaqulna, the students say. Okay, now why I am putting number 2 and number 5? Because we have practiced like that. So this one is number 6, at-tulabu yaqulna, and you know that the changes will take place only in number 6, and we have discussed about the changes several times. Okay, so it has become, it is yaquluna and it is taquluna, and this one is yaqulna and taqulna. So you know that yaquluna and taquluna will be equal, and then yaqulna and taqulna will be equal as well. When you say they will be equal, that means the letters will be, the sigha will be the same, only there will be change in the symbol of the mudari, because yaqulna means they and taqulna means you. Yes, okay, so anta taqulu, you say, antuma taqulani, you both say, and antum taquluna, you all say, anti taqulina, you one lady say, and antuma taqulani, you both ladies say, antulna taqulna, you all ladies say, ana aqulu, I say, and nahnu naqulu, we say. Okay, now you have to, of course, do the you have to do the isnad or conjugation of yaqumu and yatufu. Okay, who will do yaqumu and who will do yatufu? I know it's like very redundant. I know it's very redundant, and I'm like, we are doing lots of it because I'm afraid you don't have enough time to do it by yourselves. So at least we can do it together. Yes, yaqumu.
يقومان يقومون
حامد يقوم
تقومان يقومن
Yaqumna, perfect.
تقوم تقومان تقومون تقومين تقومان تقومن أقوم نقوم
Aqumu, naqumu. Okay, I wake up early. Aqumu mubakkiran. I wake up early. Excellent. And yatufu, who is going to do yatufu?
يطوف يطوفان يطوفون تطوف تطوفان
Yatufna, yatufna.
يطفن يطفن تطوف تطوفان تطوفون تطوفين تطوفان تطفن أطوف نطوف.
Atufu and natufu. Excellent. Okay, now straight away, the beautiful thing about these books is the method that I'm using, like the reason why, if you remember in the beginning, I told you that we are going to use both methods. One is the memorization method. So we memorize the conjugation, and then there is a practice method. So we practice them in these books. So in this case, inshallah, we will not forget it. Because if we don't memorize, then it's difficult to practice. And if we don't practice and only memorize, then we are not able to relate it to what we are learning. So this should be, inshallah, a very good practice for us. Ana azuruka wa anta la tazuruni. Okay. I visit you,
I
but
visit you
you don't visit me.
but you don't visit me. Yeah? And you don't visit me. Yeah. Ana azuruka wa anta la tazuruni. I visit you, but you don't, or you don't visit me. Okay. يطوف الحجاج بالكعبة. The pilgrims do the tawaf of Kaaba. Okay. Tawaf, the word tawaf, where has it come from? I used the word tawaf.
طاف يطوف.
Tawafan, that's the masdar. Huh? Tawaf, okay. ماذا تقولين يا أمي? What are you saying, oh my mother? أريد أن أكون مدرسا. I want to be a teacher. So akuna is mostly translated like will be or to be. It's basically translated in the future most of the times. It can be used in the present, but most of the times it is used for future. Whereas laysa, the correction again, laysa is used for the present tense, and akunu, yakunu, nakunu, it will be used for the future tense. Al-banatu yazurna khalatahunna kulla usbu'in. Yes, al-banat, yes.
The girls visited
Girls
Visit,
visited
visit.
Aunt.
their
aunt
Their
Every
aunt
their
aunt
mother's aunt. Yeah.
every
every week, yeah.
week.
كل أسبوع. البنات يزرن خالتهن كل أسبوع. The girls visit their aunt every week. Okay. قال الطلاب لمدرسهم. The students said to their teacher.
يا أستاذ
نريد أن نزورك غدا. We wish that we visit you
We
tomorrow.
want to visit you tomorrow.
Yeah, نريد أن نزورك غدا. We want to visit you tomorrow. غدا is also used, as we know. It is also used as a verful zaman for the time. Yeah. So that's why
For
it is
lunch,
mansub.
what
Sorry.
lunch also they say something
That
like
is
that.
ghada. That is ghada.
Ghada.
Yes, ghadaun. That is alif and then hamza after that. And this is ghadan. Okay, now further changes in the mudari, and these changes are about the use of lam yaqulu and lam yaqul, and then it changes into lam yaqul. So the original form is yaqulu. When we use lam, then the mudari becomes sakin. As we can see here, lam is sakin and waw is already sakin. And when there is iltiqa of sakinain, when there are two sakin letters, then the weak letter gets dropped. So it becomes lam yaqul. La yaltaqi sakinan. The two sakin do not meet. The meeting of sakinain is impossible in Arabic language. So that's why it has changed into yaqul. So you know that there are 5 verbs that end with dhamma. So if this rule is applicable to one, it will be implemented on all of them. So lam yaqul, lam taqul, lam taqul, lam aqul, and lam naqul. Okay, excellent. Now it says adkhil lam ala al-af'al al-atiyati wadbitha bishakli. So now we have to enter lam to the following verbs, and we have to put the proper form of the verbs. Okay. So yakunu, you have to use lam.
lam yakun.
yakun.
Lam
Lam
yakun.
yakun.
Excellent. So it will be lam yakun like this. Okay. Yaqumu, lam
lam yakum.
Yaqum.
yaqum. Okay. Yabulu, lam
Lam yabul.
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 Okay, excellent. And then we have yazuru,
Lam
Lam
yazur.
yazur.
Lam yazur.
lam yazur, yasumu,
Lam yasum.
lam yasum, and yatubu,
Lam
yatub.
yatub.
lam yatub. Okay. أجب عن الأسئلة الآتية بالنفي مستعملا لم. Now we have to answer the questions by using لم. Okay. زرت المدير يا علي. Did you visit the manager, oh Ali?
La lam azur.
لا لم أزر
Lam
who?
azur.
Yeah, أزر who, of course. You have to bring in the
Okay.
you have to bring in the
The
object.
mudir.
Yeah, I didn't. So either you say lam azur al mudira, or you say lam azur who, I didn't visit him. Okay. أقام أخوك من النوم. Has your brother woken up from sleep?
La lam.
Lam aqum.
Lam akhi.
Okay, what about
Hamzatul istiqam.
okay.
Hamzatul istifham.
So I want to say
Lam
hasn't-
yaqumu. Lam yaqum akhi.
Lam yakum akhi.
Min an-nawm.
why أخي?
My brother, sir.
Lam,
Asking you.
okay. Okay, so it will be Alam
Akhi.
aqum akhi min an-nawmi. Aqum, right? Alam aqum akhi min an-nawm.
So why? Why not
Repeat
yaqum?
again.
Aqama akhuka min an-nawmi. Has your brother woken up from sleep? So what do you want to say? You want to say yes or no? La. Okay, sorry.
La,
La.
we have to say la.
Lam. Yeah.
Lam
La.
yakun.
Lam yakum. Okay. Lam yakum
Yes.
akhi.
La lam yakun.
Okay. La lam yakum akhi min an-nawm. No, my brother hasn't woken up from the sleep. Okay. أبال الطفل في قميصك? Did the boy urinate on your shirt?
La
La,
lam
lam yabul.
لم
Lam
يبل.
yabul.
lam
Okay.
yabul
الطفل
في قميصي.
في قميصي. Yeah, okay. So it will be لا لم يبل الطفل في قميصي. Okay. أصمت يمسي يا عائشة? Did you fast yesterday, oh Aisha?
la lam la lam
لا أصوم. لم أصوم.
لم أصم
La lam asum.
أمسي. Yeah? لا لم أصم أمسي. Okay. أكنت في الفصل في الحصة الأولى? Were you in the class in the first period?
لا لم أكن في الفصل في
Perfect.
الحصة
لا
في الحصة
لم
الأولى.
أكن في الفصل في الحصة الأولى. No, I wasn't in the class in the first period. Okay. أذقت هذا الطعام يا أمي? Have you tasted this food, oh my mother?
لا لم
لم
Azuk.
أذق. Yes. لا لم أذق هذا الطعام.
La lam azukhu.
Okay. لا لم أذقه. No, I didn't taste it. Excellent. أقلت هكذا يا عمر? Did you say like this, oh Umar?
لا لم
La
أقل.
lam akul.
لا لم أقل
أقله.
هكذا. Yeah. Or لم أقله or لا لم أقل هكذا. I didn't say like this. Okay. أعاد أخوك من الرياض يا سلمى? Has your brother come from Riyadh, O Salma?
لا لم يعد أخي من الرياض.
Excellent. لا لم يعد أخي من الرياض. Okay. أطفت بالكعبة يا أخي? Did you do the tawaf of Kaaba, oh my brother?
la lam atuf
لا لم أطف بالكعبة. Yeah, okay. لا لم أطف بالكعبة. No, I didn't do the tawaf of Kaaba. أكنت مريضا في الأسبوع الماضي? Were you sick in during the last week?
لا لم
لا لم
أكن.
أكن
akun
La lam akun.
مريضا في الأسبوع الماضي.
madi
أمات الكلب? Has the dog died?
لا لم يمت.
لا
لا
لم
لم يمت.
يمت الكلب. Yeah, لا لم يمت الكلب. Okay. So here the same thing. تأمل ما يلي. Now here we have فعل الأمر. And you know how to make فعل الأمر? The first thing that we have to do is to make the ending sakin. So ending becomes sakin. And then we have to drop alamat al-mudari. So when the ending becomes sakin and the alamat al-mudari has been dropped, now what happens here again? We have the iltiqa of sakin and the meeting of two sakin letters, because we know that waw is also sakin. So what happens when sakinain meet, then the weak letter has to be dropped. So when we drop the weak letter, then it changes into qul. So this is qul. This is your fi'l al-amr for the verb yaqulu. Qul la yaltaqi sakinan. So if you remember that we discussed and I gave you all the 5 forms of the fi'l al-amr of qul that have been used in the Quran. I hope you were able to go through and able to have a look like how beautifully all of them have been used in the Quran. Of course, qul is the most common because we recite Surah Al-Ikhlas and we recite
خلق الناس.
yeah, khalaq an-nas every day. So now inshallah it should be easier for us to understand and to realize like how it has taken place. Qul, okay. Now صغ الأمر من الأفعال الآتية. You have to make fi'l al-amr from the following verbs. Okay, so tasumu will be
Sum.
sum, yeah?
Sum.
Yeah,
Sum.
because we have to drop everything like the alamat al-madari, so it will be sum. Okay, taqumu,
Qum.
qum. Okay, qum min al-nawm ya walad. Okay, takunu will be
Kun.
kun
Qum.
fayakun, right? Only for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Kun fayakun. Okay, tazuru,
Zur.
zur. Okay, and you can say, okay, tatufu,
Tuf.
tuf. Okay, excellent. Ta'udu,
Ud.
Ud.
ud, yeah. Okay, so sakin, drop this one, and ud, okay. Tatubu will be
Tub.
tub, okay. Okay,
Tuba Lavina.
yes. And tadhuqu will be
Zuq.
dhuq. Okay. Okay. Do you want to read these 9, what do we say, sentences, or is it enough?
Enough, sir.
Is it for everyone?
Yes, sir. On the behalf of everyone.
And how can you say that on behalf of everyone?
Usne zanna, sir.
Okay. All right. So I hope everyone has the same feeling. And now it's up to you. It's almost like we are done with this unit. Most of the part, alhamdulillah, we did in the beginning. And now it's all about practice. So inshallah, I'm sure that tomorrow we are going to complete it. So it has taken like 2 weeks to complete. But if you're able to master it and if you're able to practice, then inshallah, I will say that our 2 weeks have paid off. If not, still it's okay. It's for the first time. It's not necessary that we should be able to understand everything in the beginning. Even if we are able to understand 50 to 80%, inshallah, that's more than enough. All right. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. جزاك الله خير.
وإياك.